Well, fishers, very, very mixed report this week. We've got some activity in some areas and it's really flat in others. This is a tougher time of year for the non-fishermen amongst us. You really need to know the system to have success at the moment. Dartmouth Dam's still pretty good, for example. They're getting a few fish there. Flat line, lead line, doesn't seem to matter. Drifting and casting's been pretty productive down there. So the Albury boys tell me it's pretty good. It's worth a drive down there without a doubt. Hume, we're almost a write-off at the moment. Certainly not worth the trip down there. I mean, there's occasional reefing coming out of it, but who'd drive down there for a little reefing? It's certainly not worth the effort. A little bit of activity in the rivers and the creeks down there. A few trout coming out. I've seen better days down there. The Middle River's not too bad. Drifting worms seems to be good. Flicking little salsa type lures, that sort of thing around seems to be reasonably productive. There's been some warmer weather around, so the fly fishermen are having a bit of success as well. So certainly worth a drive and fishing the streams. There's no two ways about it. It's good. There's a few big spawning trout up in the streams as well. Moala, not too bad. We're getting a bit of activity down there. I've seen better days down there. We had a couple of really good weeks a few weeks ago. Now it's slowed down a bit more, but we are getting a few cod out of it and the occasional yellow belly, so certainly worth a drive there as well. Picking up a few on the troll, picking up a few casting, and still getting some on surface lures. Surface lure action seems to be a lot better in the last couple of years, and especially this year, than it has been previously, mainly because everybody's having a go at it, and they're getting pretty excited about it because they're getting some good quality fish. So Moala's the place to give that a go. From about 4 in the afternoon up until about midnight, certainly worth the effort. You have to rug up because it's pretty cool this time of the year. Murrumbidgee River. Normally it quietens right down during the winter months. Don't know if it will this year. It's very, very special at the moment. I get a lot of comments. People come in and say, oh, geez, the river's low. That's cool. If it's low and it's too hard for you to fish, don't worry about it, because the fishermen who are getting into it are getting some unbelievable results. There's some really good fish getting caught, surface lures, spinner baits, trolling with hard bodies, excellent at the moment, fantastic. Bait fishing's been a bit slow admittedly, we're a little bit disappointed in the bait side of it, but the lure fishing's fantastic. A good day down there at the moment, 6 or 7 fish without too much trouble at all, and plenty of legal sized cod. And more yellows than I would expect. It's been a little bit better on the yellow belly scene in the river. Old Man Creek, there's a few fish coming out of it. You've got to find the holes, got to work hard for them, but they are getting some good fish. Walking the bank's definitely the way to go there. In the Berry Forest area, there's a few good holes, but most of it's shallow, so just make sure you do a little bit of walking, a little bit of research, and you will get some good results. Tumut River, fantastic. The biggest problem we've got, this full moon scenario over the last week or so slowed it down, but as soon as we get back to the black of the moon or the new moon, we'll get some really good results out of there. Mainly rainbows, just drifting bait, flicking lures, fly fishing. It doesn't seem to matter. There's been some really good hatches on there as well. Blowering Dam, a tough one. Some of the real keen fishers are getting good results of a night time, but again, you'll need to rug up. Some good cod getting caught, that sort of legal size plus. Fishing off the bank with bait, still very, very good there. Talbingo's been, hit and miss, very much hit and miss. A few on fenders, worms, cowbells and that sort of thing. Yukonbean River, fantastic reports out of the river, some really big fish and plenty of them. The lake itself, excuse me, almost dead. Doesn't seem to be much activity at all. I mean, there's a few trout getting caught in the lake, but look, they're working really hard. There's a lot of disappointed fishermen who are trolling. But walking the river, flicking lures, putting a bit of glow bug nymph scenario down, some really good results. Jindabyne is fishing better than Yukonbean if you want to go and do a bit of trolling. Tantanga, hit and miss, but has been some reasonable reports out of there. The big trick with Tantanga is when you're trolling, work the rod. Just keep that rod tip working all the time. You'll get some pretty good results out of that. As you can see, there's a fair bit of activity around us still. The weather's fantastic. It's a perfect time to fish. This is the Compleat Angler Fishing Report, and we'll catch you next week.